Yeah, that's a space timer for Xenu's attacking. The next day. Good morning, Callus. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, was it? Today's the day of your trial, so let's give it our all. Let's get it. A nice fire in the sunken hearth can help keep the entire room heated. This ain't the time of air conditioning. What lovely weather we got. Hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's go to the headquarters. Captain Silene is waiting. Alright, let's get a move on. The Survey Corps offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against the whole pack? Outnumbered. Ah, so you got the whole, crap, what's it called? Horde battle? Something like that. You know what I'm talking about. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the Medical Corps will put you to rights. That man's with the Security Corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Captain Silene, Callus is here. You may enter. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start? No one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. I mean, I kinda did. What the hell is that sound? There's like a... I don't know if you guys hear that. There was like a sound going on from outside. It's like someone's car or something. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial shouldn't be simple enough for him. If the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry out whatever you may need in the field. Spiffy. That satchel doesn't match your, mode of dress. Akari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. The Galaxy team's entry trial. Yeah, if we want to check for any missions or requests by looking at our phone. Pardon, Callus. Come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Is something the matter, Professor Leventon? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Callus must absolutely pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've just got the ticket to help accomplish that. Boom! Splash splash! Go on, Callus. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Well, if I have to make the choice, I'm decided I'm going to go with Rowlet. Not Oshawott, not Cyndaquil, Rowlet. For two reasons. One, I personally like the Rowlet line. Not only are they good Pokemon to use, but look at it. It's so cute. The other reason is because I have yet, if you've noticed in my other Nuzlocke on this channel, I have yet to use a Grass-type starter in them. And I figured this will be a good time to do that just now, so... Come here, little one. Do you want Rowlet as your first partner? Yes. Oh, look, just look at it. It's so adorable. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach will now be yours to keep. Good show. And I've tucked Rowlet back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours. And we have received Rowlet. A word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Fool? Plash! They're like, what the hell? Why did you pick me? They look as if they're cheering on their friend Rowlet. Either that or they're jealous. Or perhaps they're jealous that he gets to help you with your trial. See, I knew it. That could well be. They did go dashing in the village when Callus fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. Boom! Plish splash! By the way, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. Alright, I'm getting super stacked. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work as a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this route cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters, then head for the gate. Very well, but first, I gotta do this. Go over here to my Pokemon, because Pokemon that you catch in this game, unlike the main games, they don't immediately just be like, you want to nickname your Pokemon? So I gotta do that manually here. And what shall I name this Rowlet? Let me think about it. I'm gonna call you Hoojin. You like that name? I don't know. But it's time to get out of here. So we gotta make a quick left. And here we are at the gate. You talking to this stranger right here? Oh, what a curious get-up you have there. I can tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is the key to a good merchant success, so what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? Sounds good. I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle and get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you lose if your Pokemon HP reaches 0. And that means they're already losing one of their lives. One of their 2 lives. Alright, Volo. Got old Togepi over here. Go, Hoojin! Now, if I press the Y button, yep, you get to see the turn order, so I'm going to have to keep that on. Alright, blow this egg away. Ow. Oh, you're almost down. Nope, you can't. Yeah, you can't block your way. That'd be one hell of a way to cheat, though. If, like, if you had like a limit and like you can get in front of, between them and block attacks from your Pokemon. If that was an option, I probably would not be doing this special 2-life rule here. Which I probably would have to label this, and at least like, do explanation of some rules in like the first part, because obviously people might be watching this and may not know the context of this being like, 2 lives, and this being like a poll approved thing. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. Alright, we're level 6, and we got a new move. It's always good to have a Pokemon do battle, don't you think? As they gain experience to battle, they learn more moves and grow even stronger. Sometimes Pokemon learn new moves and level up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open up your satchel and choose the Pokemon you want and select the change moves option. And now you know that's where Scarlet and Violet got that from. But so few Pokemon have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our 2 bells recover from their little exercise. Well, that's just kind of you. And to you, my sky-fallen friend, I present some potions in thanks. A topical medicine meant to be applied to Pokemon. It can be used to restore 60 HP to a single Pokemon. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might feel worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. The fact that I'm sure there's a joke about how like 60 HP from regular Pokemon's like, and the manufactured potions nowadays are weak. That's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Oh, that guy just... When you're leaving Jubilee Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map, and tell rest the guardsmen where you're going. That way, someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Your trial begins a short way past that front gate. Alright, so let's go here. You're Callus, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. And here we are, the Obsidian Fieldlands. Ah, crap. Sorry about that. This is our base camp. Last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Speaking of species, that's one thing. That is a clause I'm planning on to establish with this Nuzlocke. I'm going to be doing like a species clause, which for those who don't know, is like I don't really want any encounters with Pokemon with the same species that I've already caught. Won't count. Obviously, that's not going to be much of a problem since, you can actually see them. But still, I'll get that out of the way. I'm also planning on doing a shiny clause, because of course that will be the exception. And I'm going to hope that I'm that lucky. And I don't remember if that will apply in this game, but just in case, gift clause, which basically means gift Pokemon that you get in an area that's like its own thing. Are you ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Silene got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for what happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain. But what help can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Callus's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me, then. Well, I'm sure Callus will be just fine. Let's begin the trial. If you're gonna tell by me like talking about these like rules and clauses and stuff, I've been doing some Nuzlocking on my own since I did Scarlet and Violet with like the handheld games. Well, like as you saw from those OC battles I did from in Battle Revolution when I did Soul Silver and Heart Gold. Also did Soul Silver. I mean Soul Silver and Pearl. That's what I meant to say. I don't know why I said them as a pair. Also done Ultra Moon just for the hell of it, and I also did X, both just for the hell of it. Well, in terms of the Nuzlocking part, the other reason why I mainly replayed it was because mainly for preparation for Legends ZA. You know, I wanted to have the story of that game a bit more fresh in my head before I got a game that was basically a sequel to it. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you meant to catch all live here. And yeah, I did those exact clauses when I played those games. Granted, I have not exactly been lucky with the shiny clause. Except once, I did catch one in Soul Silver, but you never got to see it. But there's a Bidoof. The key is to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice, I'm just sharing what I know. Hold ZL to focus a wild Pokemon and keep your sights as long as nearby. This technical becomes very useful when aiming Pokeballs at target or dodging their attacks. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends not to run from people, so this will be easy. So we have to catch 3 Pokemon here, and just for the hell of it, to prevent Bidoof from being like the guaranteed Pokemon that I catch here, I'm gonna do a little something once I'm done with this trial. You'll see what it is soon. You ought to be able to catch a Bidoof with a well-thrown Pokeball. And it disappeared just in time for us to talk. Especially it's useful if you get him from behind. Got it. You caught a Bidoof. Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. We got a spoiled apricorn from it. I'm not going to nickname you yet, Bidoof, because I don't know if you're going to be a permanent part of our party yet. Or at least part of my Pokemon, because I don't even know if I'm going to want you. There's a Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run if startled. But you should be able to get close to them if you crouch. You'll be harder to spot. Press B to crouch down and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into tall grass, not small grass, that'd be the opposite. While crouched down, you'll be even harder for a wild Pokemon to detect. Speaking of which, with the whole party thing, as a bit of a compromise for the whole 2 live thing, unless there's a Pokemon that I genuinely want in my party, I'll try my best. I'm gonna try not to, like, if my Pokemon loses 1 life, I'll be like, well, you've used up your life. Well, back to the. Well, it wouldn't be in this game. Wouldn't be a box. It'd be a pasture. In the pasture, I'll keep out with me unless there's a Pokemon I genuinely want in my party. So, and the ball you go. That Starly's caught as well. Only 1 more Pokemon to go. So you saw when I caught it, it did that tiny little hop this time instead of like that big hop. Yeah, if the Pokeball does that little small hop, then it's basically the game guaranteeing like, oh yeah, you caught it. But if it does that 3 hops, those like 3 big hops, it's basically either you did catch it or you didn't. Here, let's get us some berries. Good old environment interaction. I forgot, there's something I want to teach you since you're still new to this. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Silene tells us, have an item at the ready, but want to send out a Pokemon? Press X. If a Pokemon at the ready want to throw an item? Press X. The Captain's a real expert on these things. Aw, damn it, you already beat me to it. Try throwing your Pokemon's ball at rocks or trees like this one. To have it investigate. If a Pokemon finds any berries or other items, it'll bring them to you. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. Alright, where is the little Shinxie? There. That's Shinx. Meow. Shinx has aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? Not really, it looks pretty smiley compared to its evolutions. Not to worry. These things become clear once you focus on the Pokemon around you. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. When you use ZL to focus on a Pokemon, you can see how easy it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointing up above a Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. An X icon will appear above a Pokemon if it's picked a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. Don't worry though, I'll teach you a trick to catch aggressive Pokemon. You've got to battle them. Once they are absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them and then try to catch them. By now you've got several Pokemon on your own, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it near a wild Pokemon you want to battle. I've got no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. It's easy to start a Pokemon, just simply throw the ball. So as you can see, the Shinx sees me and is getting a bit aggressive. Alright, let's go. Take him on, Hoojin. Throw some of your leafage at it. Oh, you're just looking around. Alright. Just a little, and just for safety, hit me with a not very effective move. Ow. And so yeah, as you saw, I got to use 2 quick attacks, because the way that speed works, priority moves will sometimes be able to let them move a bit faster. Alright, but now we've got that thing weakened. Yep, guaranteed catch. That's it, you caught Shinx. Oh, you approached those Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokédex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful! I'm still curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. And some of you are probably wondering, how are you going to handle it if you get taken out by a Pokemon and actually faint? What my compromise for that is that I'm probably going to pull, as I call a Moxie 3D, because when I was looking for a reference for what to do for a Nuzlocke for this game, I saw his. And that's pretty much, and that's what he did. And I feel and mainly because, like they said, if they attack you, you can just battle them and then you'll be safe. Because there's really 5 moments in the game where I'll have to worry about that. And maybe 6 if we do get that far. And so, and if I let myself get killed by a wild Pokemon or gravity, then I'll put that on me. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Callus. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. Wait, take it again, my eyes were closed. With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? Let us go.